Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts German campaign, where we continue our struggle for survival against the Austrians. One last time, my friends. One last time. My German campaign. In all honesty, it was... I've been recording 4 campaigns at the same time. I've been recording my British campaign, German campaign, Spanish campaign, and this German. Did I mention the German already? German, Austrian, Spanish, and British campaign. That's it. At the same time. And in all honesty, the German campaign was by far my favorite. Even in this later game stage, we're into 1930s, a game stage that I don't really enjoy myself. I feel myself being happy fighting with these German warships. Carl over there, please. Victoria there. And there we go, a flash fire on an enemy warship immediately. That's sad, turn away because we are within torpedo range. Carl, target the next ship, please. Carl de Grosse, look at those beautiful guns. 8.8. Then we have a nasty ship with 9-inch guns. One of the newest cruisers in my fleet. Small, but damn, that's a lot of firepower. Victoria Louise is probably the... well, she has the heaviest guns. Probably the weakest of the ships all around, but damn. She was fun. As the second and the third Austrian cruisers are essentially dead. There we go. There we go. Flash fire. At least I thought it was another flash fire. Yeah, one of these ships is out of 1.7 inch. Yeah. Yeah, main gun blew up. Karl, target Klagenfurt, bitte. Bitte schön. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do in a line battle, right? Each ship has its own target. And when you kill one, then you can tell one of the ships to actually do this. Innsbruck. That was a nasty hit, my friend. Well done. You saved the honor of the Austrians for this campaign. Somewhat. Of course, you do have 9.1 inch guns. These Austrian cruisers, while old, do pack some firepower. Although, I can't really complain about old ships. I mean, look at the Kaiser de Grosse. That is a very old hull by now. Though in terms of size, it's also the biggest ship that I am fielding in this fight. Torpedo. turning into the torpedoes here. There is another one. Flooding heads. Close to knife range now. 4 kilometers. Without the torpedo threat, she is done for. Ha! And that's the thing. My German ships are capable of doing their jobs. Unlike my Spanish ship in the Spanish campaign that I just finished recording. That was a pain against the Italians. Bloody Italians going 40 knots. What's the deal with that? Meep meep. Loading, loading, loading. But I suppose that is the gimmick of the Italians, isn't it? Fast and furious. Not quite sure what the Austrian gimmick is, but had I continued this campaign, I'm sure I would have crushed the Austrians. Like there is no tomorrow. And in all honesty, if this invasion, I almost have the capacity. I think if I move these ships in, no, that's just a. Wait, there is a battleship coming in from here as well. 40, 50. I think I'm quite capable of getting the tonnage needed. If I win this fight, I win Croatia, and then Austria will dissolve. Ha! That would be kind of epic. That would be kind of epic indeed. Besides that, yeah, what can I say about this campaign? We started off fairly aggressive against the Brits, against the French, taking a part of France, taking things like Ireland, moving to the colonies. We got half of Africa. German Africa has never been so big. We even took lovely places like Singapore, parts of Borneo, Sumatra. Of course, North Oceania is all mine. And then came the battle for Russia. Oh, loved it. I really loved it, my friends. We crushed them. This is in terms of landmass captured. I think this is one of my best campaigns yet. Half Africa, Russia, essentially half of Europe is mine. Some small holdouts here in southern Europe, but slowly crushing them indeed. So that's been really fun. In terms of finances, I had a decent fleet. Maybe one or two too many battleships and too few either battle cruisers or destroyers. Either could have been a bit better. In terms of finances, things are awesome, of course. In terms of research, very happy with the way the research went. And in terms of ship designs, yeah, what can I say? I love building my German warships. The Bayern class was built in 1911. And with 2 different models now, 14.5-inch guns and one with 15-inch guns. Yeah. The Goeben class, well, we saw her in action just now, but then with the Mark II guns, the newer ones have, of course, the Mark IIIs. Love it. Lovely ship design that I will visit again, I think. The German battleships, they were very good. They packed more than enough firepower to defeat all my enemies. They were fast eventually, 30 knots, which for battleships is pretty good. Lost to Bismarck in one of the previous episodes, of course. That was a bit of a shame. The German light cruisers. Yeah, some good cruiser designs, I think. Coronel, yeah, so-so. Not the greatest. The battle cruiser Mars, meh. The Scharnhorst class was fun, with her 11-inch guns. It's always nice to have that ship around, in my opinion. I find it a very fascinating battleship compared to the other ones of the time. Heavy cruiser Darflinger. What can I say? I loved the German destroyer lines that I made. I love them. Of course, most of them are no longer here on this screen. But the Zerstörer class ships, they were fun. They were very fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. And the newest Gneisenau, of course, became a battle cruiser. Yeah. Let me check. I think... Did I delete all my destroyers already? Destroyer E's. Nah, look at that. Destroyer 1s, B's, C. Even some D's are still around. And yeah, what can I say except lovely design. I really liked it. I really do. I will revisit you, my friends. I will. Even though you only had single guns, of course. One thing I won't miss is the loading times of this version. Terrible. Submarines? Nah. So-so. Nothing to write home about. So... yes. Just a very fun campaign. A campaign that I'm sure that had it continued after this episode... Make no mistake, this is the last episode for this campaign. Had this campaign continued, then I think world dominance could have been possible. It's the 1930s, essentially. We're closing in on 1930, that is. And I think if I can defeat Austria here, then Great Britain, Italy, France, especially France. I mean, look at them. These two provinces you see here on the screen are, I believe, everything they still have. Which is glorious. Ha! Britain, Italy, oh my god. The Austro-Hungarians are at war with everyone right now. Like, serious everyone, I think. Yeah, except China. Oh wow. How do you know you fucked up? Tell me, am I winning any of these invasions? Not really. This is the only invasion that interests me. 24... Well, we do have the fleet power all of a sudden. Look at that. 900,000 tons. We were struggling to get 700. But, yeah, in theory, we can knock them out. You know what? I'm going to skip forward a few turns to see what will happen. I want to see if we can do that. Well... On my way to trying to capture the Austrian mainland, the Austrians decided to fight me. And not just a boring fight with a single destroyer. No, sir, an Austrian fleet is upon us. In all honesty, I'll crush them. I have little to no doubt about that. My fleet is somewhat equal in size, however, I have capital ships and they do not. Well, my fleet is a bit bigger, apparently. I was a bit too optimistic there with my estimation of the enemy numbers. No matter. It's still gonna be a fun massacre. Scout for the heavies, and you guys are on screen without that. Okay, there we go. Hello, Bismarck. Rumor was that you sank. But that is not the case, is it? No, not at all. Not at all. I'm very happy we can rename ships. Even though I admit the German superstructure can get boring, I find it to be one of the more fun superstructures all round for late game ships. Form battle line. Come on. Follow. Muppets, I said follow. There we go. Battle line being formed. Turn away. Because we're not in torpedo range. Destroyer flotilla smoke up, please. And provide the necessary cover. Wow. What hit you, my friends? A 6-incher. Interesting. V-49, activate your torpedo array. Been hit by a torpedo, unknown if it's friendly or enemy. I suppose it's a enemy torpedo. What's this destroyer group doing here? Scouting in the rear, eh? Scouting in the rear, you never know. 26 knots, please, battleships. Let's go and murder them. Aggressive torpedo launch authorized. Just like you, eh? Just like you. Turn away. Enemy torpedo will miss, so will mine. That was a large enemy salvo, though. But I'm fine. These campaigns really allowed me to practice my, well, essentially combined arms warfare for this game. I've become a lot better during this campaign using my destroyers, I feel, and even using my light cruisers. Even though I'm not utilizing them for this battle, in some of the previous fights, they have done wonders. And I really enjoy that. Looking back at some of my campaigns, my last Japanese campaign, for example, my destroyers were really not utilized well, and I knew that. I'm not very good using my destroyers, but I'm starting to get the hang of them. Inbound torpedoes, please increase to flank. Tighten up formation, come on. There we go. And turn back. The tightening of the formation, of course, forces V-59 in this case to increase speed, to go even faster than her allowed speeds. It's a bit of a gimmick that is, at least in this version, 1.411, usable to actually get ships out of harm's way. Especially useful with ships that can't turn, as you might understand. And with that, let's close in again. Let's see if we can spot you again. That we can. Good. Battleships. Emergency shutdown of the engines. There's the torpedo. Okay, we're dodging it. Increase to flank, but do a full turnaround, please. Bismarck will be safe, but will Schwaben be safe? Schwaben, of course, is the same class as Bismarck. Yep, she dodged it as well. However, let's see if these ships... You know what? Let's activate torpedo avoidance on you guys. And let's turn it back off again. Now, that was an ideal torpedo avoidance act. Really nice. Exactly the way it was supposed to be. And another one gone. One enemy remains. I used up my HE shells. Whoops. Well, I think they got the memo. And I think I forgot about the division here during that torpedo avoidance act, but that's okay. Yeah, just when I spotted her again, I thought she was retreating faster. Oh well. Enemy sank one of my ships. Oh right, the destroyer. That was a destroyer 1. Yeah. An outdated design. Okay, the question is, will we succeed? We have a 27% chance of doing this, so the odds are not in my favor. Then again, a chance of 1 in 4 to win the lottery, I'd take it. Any day of the week. Sadly, it was not to be. I blame the Austrian submarines. No, no. We failed to gain control over Croatia. How dare you, sir? Hello, Japan. Naval invasion. Croatia. Let's try again. More ships are on their way. I actually got some of my battle cruisers out of storage. They were there doing nothing. And they are coming to reinforce for the next battle. So let's see if we can do it again. We need to go to the other side of the Adriatic. That is a bit annoying. As the war against the Austrians continues, I am pleased to announce that Bohemia is now mine. The first bit of Austria has fallen. Not the bit that I really wanted, but hey, a bit has fallen. Then again, in some ways, it's more fun, I suppose, to wait until you've actually taken the rest of the country as well, even though it's a bit of a gamble with the dice, since you can't really influence the ground combat, the land armies anyway, but yeah, it has its charms. If we would take Galicia, the Austrians would be out of oil. Again, it would be fun if one would know how it would exactly influence the economical situation of the nation in question. As far as I know, it's just a bit of, well, I suppose you get a bit of a higher cost if you don't have oil and you have oil-powered ships, because then you have to buy the oil, but yeah, I suppose, I don't know. Most of my fleet got into position, some ships did not. Go, 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 naval invasion, 11%. That's not a lot. Why is it only 11% here? I do not know. But we'll find out as we hit the evil 1930s. Indeed we are. Politics. Hold on. Britain, improve relations, please. Even though it doesn't really matter anymore, let's not fuck it up, right? No, and once again we failed. That is the third attempt already that failed. Man. We got more than enough fleet power to do this. Our allied fleets are helping as well, I believe. We're smashing them time and time again, but the Austrians are surviving. Somehow. And yet another attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Let's see. It is December 1931 by now. I admit I'm mostly auto-resolving most of my battles. Every now and then I'm doing one manually to limit my losses while I keep trying to naval invade. Will I be successful today? Let's find out. Tick. The Italians, the Austrians, China, everyone lost a shit ton of ships. And we failed to gain control over Croatia. Whew. Well. There's only one thing to do, ladies and gentlemen. As we stare at this world map, the only thing we can do is to try again and again and again. The might of the German Empire. Although the Austrians are our cousins, they will fall to us. They will fall sooner rather than later. This I know. This is a certainty. And with that certainty, I wish you all, one last time, a very fond farewell and take care.